Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. This is episode number 2, and yes, it is coronavirus time. Let everyone be safe, and let's see if we can emerge from this thing in one piece. Currently, we've got Johnny finishing up a contract for us, picking up the final piece here at the Timberline Flour Mill, and we are transporting it clear across the map. Meantime, this is the contract that we're working on, so 2,000 is the payout for this one, nearly done. And then, as you can see, there are actually a lot of contracts that we're going to be able to get through today, so a good chunk of change that we'll be able to recover. Most of it is fertilizing missions, and we're prepared to get started on those here shortly. We do have one sowing mission, one that pays quite well, actually, and then another transporting mission that we'll do at the end of the day. As for the map, you can see we're up here at top left corner of the flour mill. The destination, southwest corner of the map, just above field 28. So Johnny's going to go ahead and finish that delivery. In the meantime, I need to prepare for upcoming missions on the fertilizing, and I'm going to need to head back. But we're going to do this the quick way. Go ahead and hop in the case, and we have 2 new fertilizer spreaders, so 3 in all, enough for all of us to be able to participate in the work, which is absolutely important, essential for anyone playing a game. You've got to be able to do something and not just sit around. So even though it means it's going to take a little bit longer for us to ultimately get where we're going with our missions, our objectives, we all want to be able to play. We all want to be able to participate in this. And so just down in the store, we have purchased these 2 new fertilizer spreaders, one already on its way to our next mission that will be, or contract that we'll be completing, and I'm going to go pick up the other. Guys, how are you doing today?
Pretty good.
You're doing great. I'm all ready to start this.
Anybody sick with coronavirus lately?
Yeah, staying away.
That's good. As much as we might want to go see Tom Hanks, I think now's a good time to keep some distance.
Yeah, since he's in quarantine.
Yeah. And plus, he's in the middle of doing a role as Elvis. Tom Hanks? Elvis? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. But I sure hope we get the chance to choose to see it or not see it, because I certainly don't want to lose a great talent like Tom Hanks.
Did a practice run on this field, and it won't take long to do it.
Yeah, I think we're going to fly through most of those fields on the fertilizing today.
Actually, one of us could do this field in minutes.
Alright, now I need... I'm right next to it already. I need to fill this puppy up.
Matter of fact, this size field, we might only want one person.
Well, for side by side, we'll just knock it out in an instant and move on to the next one. Transport finished. Excellent. Let's go ahead and switch the contracts. That one's complete, and we wanted to start on field number 9. we're going to do these guys in order without borrowing any items. We get maximum payout. And I just completed picking up what we need. So 9's probably going to be done before I even get back, which is quite alright. Same with Johnny. So contract's active on 9, so you can get started. So we were looking at our options recently on what to do, where to go, kind of what the goal and objective is early on with this playthrough. And of course we would like to get to the point where we have the equipment that we need in order to start doing our own fields. And then from there, what to purchase. Of course, right at the end of the last episode we were talking about that. And came to the conclusion that to have one cheap harvester ourselves, so long-term gain, with header, and then be able to purchase a field, we're going to need 161,000. It's going to take a little while before we get to that point. But we're now solidly, we've got the cultivators, we've got the sowers, we've got trailers to transport, we now have fertilizer spreaders. We have all the other tools we have, so we're not going to need to make very many more purchases at this point. Let's go turn the map on, mini-map at least. I see Johnny is back to the farm. We're going to be cutting across the dirt road here just after the trees. Yeah, there it is. A little bumpy, this road. So, with not too many purchases left to be made other than, like, say, refilling fertilizer, we should be able to be mostly straight profit for the coming days, and that should, at some point, get us to the required 160,000 that we need. How is, let's see, before we just jump out into field 9. Dad, how close are you on that field?
I'm looking to see why it's not saying I'm done.
We're at 99%. Missed one little spot somewhere. There it is. Go ahead and shut it down. Alright, so field 9.
15 left.
14. 14's next. Okay, and sorry, how much did you have left, fertilizer?
10, 15.
Okay, so you used about 400 for an entire field. We should be able to get through all or most of these fields without too much issue. Okay, so we're doing 14. Correct, I did accept contract on 14? I did. Okay, now it's a little tricky to get to that way, so we'll go up here. But we will undercut below on end here of 13. And that's 14 straight ahead of us right there at the top of the hill. I'll start here on the right edge, and I gotta remember, let's see, the gap we need 24 meters wide on this spreader, and that's, I think I'm a little further over than I need to be. That should do it right about there, I think. We want to lower it lower this one. Yes, there's the lower. And then turn it on. And we'll take the wider view so we can see. That's pretty iffy. I don't know. Are we good here? I think we're good.
We need to be spread apart more.
Oh, you're well over from where you need to be. Spray is much wider. What's that, Johnny?
I hit a huge lag spike.
Yeah, I'm getting all the way to the edge here. Oh, a little off the edge there. Who are we calling Ziggy Zaggy? Or just Ziggy? For a moment there, I think it might have needed to have been me. Oh, you went up that edge. Oh, that was Johnny. Okay. Oh, I see where it's going. Right there. Should just about finish this field off. And I think you're done, Dad. You've come across to where we already covered. So that area's already been covered in the other passes because this field gets wider and skinnier. Yeah, field's done. All right, next on the list is 15. Okay, that's right behind us. Keep the wide view for now. And this is also going to be our first occasion that we're going to go ahead and jump into time-lapse. So 15, and then field 23 and field 34, all fertilizer. We'll go ahead and knock those out in time-lapse.
me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody, 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 everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Them and said she told me so. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody, 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 everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know.
You might have seen during the time lapse that we were looking at the contracts, and the sewing contract turns out that it is a contract specifically for sowing sunflowers, which we do not have seeders that sow sunflowers. We looked at the expense and the time committed, even though we could earn, even borrowing the equipment, we could earn $9,000. The time it would take to do that field with a 12-meter spread is just way too much. And so we've decided against doing that contract, but there is one contract that remains, and we need this tractor for it. I'm going to go ahead and begin that contract, but in the meantime, we've got a whole day for this. We're going to start speeding up time here, and let's take a look at that contract. So, Aggro Wholesales, it's a transporting contract to the spinnery, which is in an interesting place. Engine's already on, and let's see, where is the front loader? Right there, okay. So we're going to pick up the front loader and then go transport these goods. It's a bit of a trip to get to it, and I actually haven't used the front loader in about 2 years, so this could be interesting here early on with this.
Oh, that's tipped too. You got to tip it over.
Oh, that is tipped.
Or
Oh, it's tipped that way. Okay, that's not that bad. Looks like it was tipped the wrong direction. That was going to be tricky to get to.
Yeah, just push on the top of the...
Oh, never mind. I can get it that way.
Oh,
My magical powers. And away we go. So, Aggro Wholesales, we're headed straight for it on this road. And then the spinner, you can see the red dot there on the west edge of the map. It is on this side of the river, the plateau side. However, it is not up on the plateau. It's down along the switchbacks down towards the west bridge. And so we're going to have a bit of a process. It's skinny, it's tricky, that area. And it's quite a distance to cover. And then, I have no idea what the controls are with this wheel for trying to pick up these pallets. So this could be interesting. Let's go ahead and get that out of here for a moment. Select tool. Alright, so here's our new location. I actually made one trip here before, just checking it out. Where is this going to be located at? Not around here. That's a sell point. Hello, train. How you doing today? Ah, there it is. Oh, it's only one trip. Now, so this is going to be tricky because I don't know the controls with this wheel. Okay, now use mouse. Helps if I line it up properly. Here we go, here we go. Not quite, not quite. A little more to the right. Taking a side view here. There we go. Let's see if I can tilt this the right direction. Lift it up slightly, and that should do it. There we go, there's the exit. And we're on our way. Now, since we are going to bypass the other contract for the day, I've already sped time up. Oh, hello, hello. You need to lift it up a little more. Bumpier sections of the road. It's enough for it to kick us up a little bit. Good thing is this tractor has a decent road speed for it. And you can see after the fertilizing missions, our balance is looking pretty decent. We've already replaced some of the fertilizer that we used, and we're up to 86,000, but it is definitely going to take a while completing these contracts in order to acquire the funds we need to get to that 160,000 target for us. Essentially halfway there, and we're hoping to really be able to leave out additional purchases. If we can avoid that, other than the basics, the fuel, the seeds, the fertilizer that we need to complete the contracts, our money pool should start growing here in the short term. And if we're lucky, it won't take us but a week or two of running contracts before we can afford to buy our own harvester, header, and that's our destination right down there, but we've got to take the switchback to get to it. So you can see this is a very skinny road. Hills on both sides. Relatively tight curves. This is the easy part. We're about to go under the railroad here. This back and forth, another steep downhill section. That's the switchback up ahead. Take it easy, we definitely don't want to lose the pallet here. Have it go down the side of the cliff. There we go. Yeah, hopefully we can get the funds going the right direction. 15 to 20,000 each day. And if that's the case, we should make it in about a week to get, or less, to be able to buy a harvester and a field. Going inside. There we go. And where are we going? There, I see it. Right here. Okay, technically we're already finished, but properly do this. There we go. And that contract is complete. Alright, well there's another day. In fact, the other contract has already disappeared from us, so we're going to be waiting until the next day to get to our next contract. But we're up to 87,000 now. So again, total's growing, making progress. Felt like a good day's work. And somehow, unlike most farmers, it's 2:20 in the afternoon, and we're going to call it a day. I'm Decathlon Gamer, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.